So most golfers, when they get driver in the hand, they feel confident, they set up, but all too often, see that left to right shape, and that one just managing to cling onto the edge of the fairway. But we can see there, the club face 9 degrees open, path out to in nearly 12 degrees. And even though it's in play, not massively long. Now, every golfer without fail though, particularly when they come and see me, they go, I know why I slice it, it's because of my swing path. And they say, I know that when I swing, I cut across the golf ball and that creates the slice. So, what if I told you that if you actually fixed your path, you might be very, very surprised by the result. And you would actually stand up and hit this shot, which would set off further right and still curve from left to right and miss the fairway even further to the right. Now, I know what you're thinking. How, if I swing from the inside, am I going to hit the ball even further right? So what you need to understand is the slice is created because that club face is open to the path you're swinging on. So the ball sets off incredibly close to where that club face points. So if you're a golfer who delivers that club face open, pointing to the right, that ball would set off right of target. So the only way your brain can fix that is to swing this way so that even though the club face is open to the path, it's still left of the target. So if you are somebody with an open club face, your out to in path is actually helping you out. But you have to fix the face first if you're going to stop that slice. And this is the number one reason that golfers never ever fix their slice. It's because they're always working on path, not initially working on face. So what we need to try and do is set up as we're doing, but at impact, we need to try and get that club face to be more left at impact. And there's loads of different ways you can do it. You could feel like you keep that club face a little bit more closed on the way back. You could feel that the wrist position at the top of the swing, rather than being this way, maybe be a bit more this way. You can feel like you get the knuckles more down, halfway down. But the key is you try to change where you deliver that club face. So all I'd want you to do is try lots of different ways of seeing how good you are at doing that. So can you get up, aim straight, and try and get that ball to curve from right to left? So we can see that one straight away. Curving from right to left. My path was still out to in. My club face was 4.5 degrees closed. And all of a sudden, carry at 208, but the total at 253. Now, I know you're thinking it was still offline, but I will guarantee you, if you're a slicer with a golf ball, you won't mind initially seeing a few miss that way. And in practice, you have to be willing to overdo that feeling. Now, obviously, I've done that in one go. It might take you a few more than one. And you might find that initially, from being very, very open, as you try to close the club face, you actually might still fade the ball, but it'll curve less, and you are getting the club face more closed than normal, just not actually closed. So once you can get that ball curving from right to left, that's the exaggerated feeling you need. Then, in theory, you can try and not exaggerate the feel quite as much. And if you can get there and start to deliver that club face better, straight away you're going to start influencing the shape of the shot. Now there, my club face is actually reading very, very slightly open. That's down to the way TrackMan measures. That was a little bit out of the toe. So TrackMan would read that with the curve of the face as being slightly open. The toe strike will help with the draw, but my club face was definitely closed to the path. Now, what you'll tend to find is if you are somebody who has been swinging very over the top, out to in, instantly your path might change, because it's amazing how the brain tries to help out, and when the open club face has been coming this way, it's amazing how as golfers start to close the club face better, the club starts moving from here, that way, being more this way and behind. So you'd be amazed how much the path can change. But if you needed that extra little bit of help, all you would do is instead of standing nice and square, you would just close that stance off a little bit, which would change the direction you swing the golf club in. So in theory then, if we're getting good with that club face, you could then even start aligning a little bit more down the right, focus on closing that club face, and really start hitting some lovely little draws. Maybe not draws every time for now, but we can see there, my path a bit more from the inside at 3.5 degrees, club face 2 degrees closed, and a massive difference in distance at 248 and 271. Now, most golfers that come and see me face to face with the slice tell me that they can't even draw their curtains, let alone the golf ball. But it's amazing, for years and years of having worked on path and never fixed that slice, I guarantee you fix the face and the slice is gone forever.